better be food.
Oh yeah, food.
If you don't have food, like, what are you doing?
If you don't have food, I'm not showing up.
Yeah, exactly. We're doing this for free.
Yeah, so conflict on set. So
it's gonna happen.
It is. I've experienced it.
Same here. Yes, sir.
How do you handle that? Not getting the job done and not making it uncomfortable for you and everyone else around you.
I feel like dealing with people is always difficult. That's the hardest part of filmmaking. Is everybody has different ideas. Everybody has a different outlook on the world. Yeah. So that's something you gotta understand right away. But I think it's just realizing what works best for the set moving forward in that particular instance.
For me, my main thing is not taking anything personal.
You can't.
You can't take anything personal. You can't have a soft shell, and you don't wanna walk on eggshells with anyone all the time.
Yeah,
you're afraid to speak to.
If there's an issue, I feel like one of the best things of no matter what your role is on set is to be vocal and be professional in and how you become vocal. Where you pull somebody aside and you tell them and you try to have a conversation. Do not try to call them out in front of anybody. That's a really bad idea. Don't do that, and that's very immature. Yeah.
I think another thing you can do is before shooting, just kind of have maybe like these meetings with everyone included, and just have like a normal conversation. Does anyone have anything to say? Any ideas? I don't know. Just making everyone feel like not a crew, but more like family.
Yeah, that's very important. There better be food.
Oh yeah, food.
If you don't have food, like, what are you doing?
If you don't have food, I'm not showing up.
Yeah, exactly. We're doing this for free. What are you doing?
And that is true, especially like if they are working for free.
And you gotta respect the idea that you're using people's time. You know what I mean? And if you're a member of a set, you basically want your director or producer or whatever to make you feel like your voice matters. Make you feel that you're not just a worker and like you're not a bee, in a
family,
hive.
Bro. You want to be.
You gotta be that familia. If you don't have that familia, what are you doing? So yeah, I mean, I think problems are gonna happen. It's just you understanding what is the best way to go about it.
Yeah, and I think, bro, I think you do a good job with that though, for making everyone feel included.
I mean, I hope so.
You do a pretty good job. Yeah. So what I've seen so far, I just want to point that out. Like, you're pretty dope when it comes to that.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Honestly.
So yeah, it's getting a little touchy here.
I gotta be honest.
You're pretty dope. I like that. So that put on a shirt. You're pretty dope.
Pretty dope.
So yeah, we're gonna do merchandise on Slate of Film. That's our first shirt idea.
We really should.
Don't steal that. Thank you.
Slate of Film.
Slate of Film.
Slate.
Merch. Also, I think another important thing is also to not let issues on set boil over. And what I mean by that is you basically try to get through it, finish the day or whatever, and you figure out what's the best step moving forward. And then outside of that, you probably remove yourself a little bit from the situation. And then you basically reconcile a little bit because at the end of the day, nobody's killing each other.
Yeah, separate the relationships.
Exactly, it's very important.
Don't let it destroy your friendship.
Yeah.
Because, like you said, don't dwell on the situation. Especially if you plan on shooting, if you have another shoot date the next day. Once that day ends, leave it in that day.
Yeah.
Don't
put it to rest.
Yeah, don't show up with the same attitude or mentality that you had the previous day, because you want the energy on set to be positive and everyone. And one thing I can say, you can feel the tension when there's tension on a set. You can most definitely feel it.
Shut the fuck up, Bruce. Do I want no? Don't shut me up. Am I gonna walk around and rip your fucking lights down in the middle of a scene? Then why the fuck are you walking right through?
Yeah, it's like an animal in itself. It's like,
and it makes you uncomfortable. It kind of makes you want to get through the day, and it takes the fun out. It takes the fun out of filming, and that filming is supposed to be about fun.
And also, I feel like be respectful. So that's one thing that, like, whenever I'm on a set, in the few the opportunities I've had to direct a production, I've always felt I probably do it too much. I thank everybody just for breathing. On set, Like in this previous film that we did, I said thank you all the time.
Yeah, you're too apologetic.
But the thing is, that's how I was kind of raised. Was like, you know, if somebody helps you out, you know, you got to be courteous and be nice.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's important just to maintain a sense of respect.
Mutual respect.
Mutual respect on whoever's on set. If it's a sound guy, if it's a PA, give them respect. Because at the end of the day, we're all trying just to, you know, find our way in this industry. And it's not, right? It's not about, you know, one-upping each other. It's not about that. It's about us, you know, improving as a community.
Yeah, so
filmmakers.
That's my advice on how to handle, I guess you can say, conflict on the set. And just be respectful.
Be respectful.
Not only on a set, but in life in general. Be respectful.
Be kind to one another.
Exactly. Like, just show respect to everyone. And that's not in filmmaking. That's just a life lesson or a life skill that you should carry with you wherever you go, really. Yeah,
it's very important. I think I my last point is I feel like as you get further in your career as a filmmaker, I feel like it's very important for you to develop a sense of understanding when it comes to people's personalities.
Yeah.
Everybody's different. And you got to understand that certain tones or certain ways of how you approach somebody,
you can't use for everyone.
You can't use for everyone because people are different.
Yeah.
And that's a very important thing about filmmaking. And that's what makes it beautiful in my eyes, is that it's all these people, like-minded people that love the same thing,
but it's so different.
But are different, and they everything
that's crazy.
That one person says, the other person could completely disagree with it. And I think that's very important in film.
I agree. Well said. Well said. But yeah, that's pretty much for today's episode, really.
Yep. It's another edition, guys. Thank you for joining us. If you guys like the video, like, subscribe, follow, share, everything. Thank you very much.
All right, guys.
Appreciate it.
Stop. Let's see if we can't just brainstorm and find some creative alternatives that are win-win.